You're watching Truth versus Hype. With the latest election results, one more Indian state, Tamil Nadu, has now moved closer to prohibition, joining a growing number of states that are either moving towards full or a partial ban on alcohol. Over the next 30 minutes, is this politics simply to garner the votes of women and take a moral high ground, or is it being done for social good? We investigate the supposed benefits of prohibition, that it reduces domestic violence, it saves money and combats social ills. But we also investigate the supposed negatives, that prohibition can't be effectively implemented, that it breeds corruption and deprives states of a major source of revenue. How much of both sides of the debate is truth or hype? Let's start with what politicians have said in support of why they've imposed prohibition.
लेकिन मैंने ये बात कही और मैं ये महसूस करता हूँ कि महिलाओं के जीवन पर इसका बहुत बुरा प्रभाव पड़ रहा है शराब के चलन पर, खास करके ग्रामीण अंचल में.
Social impact is very commendable. The crime rate has reduced, domestic violence has reduced.
In the last 5 years, we've been seeing many cases. I mean, women have been asking for it. There is a strong association with domestic violence. The people who are drunk and lying around in the streets and all that.
But on what basis have these claims been made? Were any studies conducted? The examples of other states considered?
No, I'm not aware of it. If there is one, I'm not aware of it. But although I know that, for instance, the liquor-related deaths, there have been data which has been given. One of the things is the cirrhosis and other things which are very clearly attributable to liquor consumption.
The same question to you, KC Tyagi. Did the Nitish Kumar government do any official surveys before imposing the ban on alcohol?
नीतीश कुमार जी जब बिहार में जा रहे थे इलेक्शन कैंपेन के दौरान, तो महिलाओं के जत्थे उनको मिलते थे कि सब वोट आपको देंगे, लेकिन सब हमारे घर में बड़ी अशांति है और जो हमारा मर्द है वो दारू पी के आता है और पीटता भी है, बच्चों की पढ़ाई नहीं हो पाती है, इसलिए हम वोट आपको दे रहे हैं लेकिन शराबबंदी कीजिएगा.
So in other words, it appears politicians have based their decisions less on any empirical studies, more just on their sense, on the dangers of alcohol consumption. Now, if you look at the numbers, it does show that alcohol consumption is on the rise in India, more than in other countries in the region. According to a WHO study, between 2003 and 2010, there was a 20% jump in the consumption of alcohol in India. There are also enough reports to show a direct link between alcohol and domestic violence. For instance, a 2012 survey of 17 Indian states shows that the prevalence of domestic violence is 2 times more when the husband is alcoholic. There are also studies which show that households that consume liquor, especially in poorer areas, are hit harder in a number of ways. A 2006 study of 20 villages in 3 districts of Karnataka on those who consume arak versus those who don't found that male absenteeism in arak households was 3 times higher, and also arak households spends 2 times more on healthcare.
All of this feeds into a popular perception that prohibition helps women combat these ills, as is evident if you talk to women in states which have just declared prohibition.
शराबबंदी को लेकर क्या आप खुश हैं?
बहुत खुश हैं, बहुत खुश हैं.
शराब जो बंद हुआ है, इसका आप लाभ बता सकती हैं कुछ?
बहुत लाभ है, बहुत लाभ है.
क्या क्या लाभ है?
लाभ है कि हमको पति 300 रुपया कमाता था, 100 को देता था, 50 को देता था. अब पैसा सुरहानी हम लोग का मिल जाता है. घर में भी साग सब्जी अच्छा से लाता है, वही चीज का बढ़िया से खाते पीते हैं.
बहुत अच्छा है. शराब जो बंद हो गया है, बहुत अच्छा हुआ. गांव में शांति हो गया. जैसे पी खा कर सब लोग बदमाशी करता था, दंगा करता था, ये सब शांति हो गया माहौल.
ബാർ പൂട്ടുന്നതാണ് ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ലതെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. കാരണം കൂലി വേലയ്ക്ക് പോയിട്ട് ആ പൈസ മുഴുവനും കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് ഷാപ്പിൽ കൊടുത്തു മദ്യപിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് അവർ വീട്ടിൽ എലവനൊന്നും പൈസ കൊടുക്കൂല, മക്കളും ഭാര്യയെല്ലാം പട്ടിണിയാവും.
சண்டை சச்சரவு, பல குடும்பங்கள் பிரிஞ்சின, பல இளம் பெண்கள் விதவையானாங்க, இதனால் நிறைய பாதிப்பு. மெயினாக அது இது பண்ணால் நல்லாயிருக்கும்.
But here's where the picture becomes complex. While the damaging effects of alcoholism are well documented, it's not at all clear if blanket bans on alcohol produce the outcome that politicians are claiming. Of the many Indian states that have tinkered with prohibition, Gujarat is the only major state where liquor has been prohibited for almost 6 decades. and so is a reliable lab for whether it works or not. In a recent interview to The Hindu, Gujarat's Chief Minister said prohibition is working and women are the biggest gainers. They work all day and their husbands spend this money on alcohol, this apart from its effect on health.
But the data is unclear on whether Gujarat's dry status makes it safer for women. In fact, there isn't much data on the subject. One metric is violence by husbands, measured by the National Family Health Survey. According to this, violence is lower in Gujarat than 10 major states which serve alcohol.
But states with higher alcoholic consumption like Karnataka and Kerala appear to be safer for women than Gujarat. Part of the problem is that the data on violence against women isn't very reliable.
I see two problems here. One is absolutely data is not reliable. Second problem is the police may not record your complaint even when you go. Thirdly, the situation may not be conducive for you to go and report. And fourthly, the section that you are talking about, section 498A, which actually applies to cruelty to wives, it is seldom recorded for cruelty, very, very rarely. It's always only dowry harassment. Harassment by, so it is never, you are not capturing the data for husbands beating wives, because it's very rarely recorded unless it is accompanied by a harassment for dowry.
What all of this is telling us that there's nothing to suggest an easy correlation between imposing prohibition and reducing violence against women. Moreover, there could be other risks to women not linked to alcohol consumption which often get ignored in the constant focus on alcoholism and prohibition.
Recently we have read articles that housewives are committing suicides. Absolutely. I mean, we rank like in the world, it's become a shame for us that Indian women, married Indian housewives are committing suicide in large numbers. We've never looked at that data, and we are not linked it to issues of domestic violence, depression in marriage, where there are no avenues open for women, and they just think that they can just burn themselves and commit suicide.
In 2014, 15% of all suicides in India were by housewives. Amongst the big states, Gujarat ranked third in housewife suicides. When we spoke to women in Gujarat, there was no clear consensus on the benefits of prohibition. Some agree it helps, especially in keeping streets safe.
दारूबंदी में लाभ ऐसा होता है कि वहाँ गुजरात में तुम कहाँ भी जाओ तो वहाँ से कोई भी स्त्री होए जाती है राती है 2 बजे होता है 3 बजे होता है दारूबंदी है इसके लिए तो सबको अच्छा है ना स्त्री हमारे कहाँ भी जा सकती है बराबर और किसी का इसको नाम नहीं लेता है कोई भी.
But others say alcohol was easily available and led to conflicts.
पी के आते हैं कोई घर पे आके झगड़ा करते हैं झगड़ा करके सो जाते हैं खाते किसी को खाने नहीं देते और बंदी होवे ना तो हमारे तो अच्छा है.
बंदी तो है उसके बाद भी हमें शराब मिल रहा है या नहीं मिल रहा है?
मिलता है
मतलब इजीली मिलता है आसानी से मिलता है शराब
आसानी से नहीं मिलता
आसानी से मिलता है.
हाँ वो पीता है उसको भी दर्द भी हो जाता है और दर्द भी हो जाता है तो वो जानहानि भी हो जाती है मर भी जाता है नुकसान है हाँ छोटे छोटे बच्चे होते हैं तो झगड़ा भी हो जाता है उसका.